That child abuse scandal at Penn State, which so many loyal to that university wanted to believe was only a Jerry Sandusky scandal, are being told now the scandal goes from the university president to the legendary football coach Joe Paterno. Former FBI Director Louis Freeh, after an 8-month investigation, 430 interviews, a review of more than 3.5 million emails, documents, and notes, says university officials, the president, athletic director, and Paterno himself covered up the child abuse to protect the football team. Freeh says Paterno was an integral part of the decision to conceal what they had known for more than a decade and allowed Sandusky to continue preying on young boys.
Anybody that knows Joe Paterno and knows what he's done with his life knows that there is no way, shape, or form Joe Paterno would have put anybody in harm's way for another win or for his legacy or bad publicity. One of the things Joe always told us is don't worry about bad publicity. Those things don't really matter in life. Do what is right.
The family of Joe Paterno says it's impossible to accept that he or the university would protect a child predator to protect the football team. But what other possible explanation can there be? A misunderstanding? No. Sandusky was allowed to retire in '99, was paid a nice check to go, and no one believes he wanted to quit. He continued to be a part of the Penn State family, brought boys on campus, sexually abused those boys on campus, and Paterno covered it up. This is another part of the tragedy. Someone thinking that protecting a pedophile would protect the integrity of the program you had worked so hard to build. Paterno and the others sacrificed the kids, 9- and 10-year-old boys who didn't have a voice, who didn't know where to find the help they needed, and when someone could have stopped the abuse and stopped Sandusky, they didn't, to protect the football team. There's no shame in learning that a man you thought you knew, a man you trusted and respected, was not the man you thought he was. We do tend to blame the people in charge for the faults of the people they hire, but it's an argument made with a simple mind. The only real blame and shame that anyone shares in the Sandusky scandal is their role in the cover-up. There's a statue of Joe Paterno on the Penn State campus, and now many people think it should come down. If only he had reported the monster he considered a friend, we would have built another one. And there are people saying now that Penn State's football team should receive the death penalty that SMU did. The NCAA is quick to act when you pay a player, buy him a car, find out he got free tattoos for a jersey. Another cover-up that didn't work, incidentally. But a university that protects a pedophile, well, the NCAA doesn't know how to handle that. Joe Paterno received his death penalty from lung cancer in January of this year. His legacy and the reputation of Penn State will die a slower death. It really is true what the English philosopher Edmund Burke said. The only thing necessary for the triumph of evil is for good men to do nothing, and these supposedly good men did nothing. Joe Paterno spent 61 years of his life at Penn State, the head coach for 46. He won a record 409 games and 2 national titles, and it's not nearly enough to make up for what he did protecting Jerry Sandusky. A retired Penn State professor says this report doesn't negate all the good things Paterno did. Yes, it does, sir. Yes, it does.
Our most saddening and sobering finding is the total disregard for the safety and welfare of Sandusky's child victims by the most senior leaders at Penn State. The most powerful men at Penn State failed to take any steps for 14 years to protect the children who Sandusky victimized.
It's a ridiculously messy scandal at Happy Valley, and it will be sunny tomorrow.
I don't know about that. It'll be a long time before it's sunny there. Still ahead.